Good afternoon, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Hey, we've got part of our newsroom together. We've got the sound system, and so we're going to take a look around. A lot of people know that we have live webcams, but they don't know what they're looking at. And so right now, we've got 3 webcams down at Fort Travis, and one of the webcams is a PTZ cam. And with this camera, we have preset locations. And this is one of the views. It's also a great sunset view, but I wanted to let everyone see what it looks like down there and what you can see from these cameras. And we're going to take a look at a bunch of the different cameras while I'm broadcasting here. And you'll see me some while I'm changing screens, but you'll get a good look around Bolivar. And these are streaming 24 hours a day, so you can see them as it's happening. There's about a 30-second delay from what you're seeing up there when it originally happened. But this is the Fort Travis cam, and special thanks to the big store. They sponsored all the cameras up there at Fort Travis, and so let them know you thank them for the views on that. But we're going to take a look around, and you'll see me a little bit, and I'm just sitting in my office. It's not the real newsroom we're putting together. We've got someone working on the desk right now, and so we'll be able to have it hopefully in the next week and a half, and we'll have a good looking location that we can bring you news as it happens, events, things that we can do in the Bolivar Tourism Center. And we'll also have giveaways. Once we start this, we'll have live giveaways while we're broadcasting. But I'm going to show you right now. This is the view from that same cam, and the ferry's not at the landing, but the views from this camera is phenomenal. And this is the camera. We've got the pole in. We're going to raise this camera up 16 feet here in the next couple weeks. And so we'll be able to give you a lot better view. We'll also straighten it up, because when we put it up, we were just trying to get it up to see how it worked, and we had a lot of fog earlier this spring, and we're just now getting around to where we can fix everything. But I'm going to show you some of the other views that this camera has, because it's one that you ought to go to quite a bit if you're wanting to see what's happening out on the ship channel. You can also see the cruise ships leave from this. And so we've got 3 cameras up at Fort Travis. This is the PTZ camera, or the area cam is what we have it labeled. Then we've got an Anchorage cam that shoots straight out from the office there and shows the ships as they're anchored on the in the area out there just to the west of the jetties. But I'll show you another view. This is a view of Seawolf Park, and boy, the water sure looks good coming in. The beachfront doesn't look this good. The wind's picked up, but we'll look at the beachfront here in just a little bit and be able to see we're getting some of that greenish, bluish water in. And you can see the ferry coming there from Galveston over to Bolivar, and so you can see a lot here. You can see the tankers go by, but we haven't really pushed these cameras because we've been adjusting them and doing a little bit here and there. But these cameras are some phenomenal cameras on what you'll see around the peninsula. And we're going to go to one of the other cameras now. That's the Fort Travis cams are the newest cams, and they're all sponsored by the big store. So if you're in the big store, thank Keith and the big store employees for what they've done for sponsoring these cameras, because we couldn't have done it without them. Now we're going to go to the Crystal Beach Surf Cam, and we put this cam up. It's sponsored by Latitude 29 Surf Shop. And the reason we put this up is we wanted to be able to show people whether they need to bring the surfboard or the fishing rod. And this camera is located down over towards the post office. And we've got another camera we're fixing to put up at the same location, and we'll call it the Zoo Cam. But this gives you a good overall view of what the beach looks like, what the traffic's like on the beach, whether you need to bring your surf board or your fishing pole. And it's just a good overall view of the beach. I know I used it a lot during Jeep weekend. just to see what the traffic was like on different parts of the beach, because this is down on towards the east end of the beach, or the center of Crystal Beach, about the post office area. And so you'll be able to see what's going on down here versus where our sunrise and our blue water beach cam is. And we're fixing to pull those up in just a second, so you can see the difference in the areas. Let me see here, get everything going. We're still getting everything put together here, so bear with us a little bit. It's probably going to take us about 3 weeks to get used to doing everything, doing it by ourselves, and also getting everything switched around and the screen set up. But this is the Sunrise Beach Cam, and this is the camera you can use a lot when you're wanting to see what the sunrise is like. Do we have clear skies? This is located behind Blue Water Subdivision, and we've also got another camera at this same location. This is shooting east, catches the sunrise and up towards Crystal Beach Drive. We've also got a camera shooting west, and it shows the curvature of the beach, Galveston in the background, and just shows a good overall view from Blue Water back towards like Biscayne and that. If you're down in that area, and I know during Jeep Weekend each year we have people that set up by these cameras so that their friends can see them, and they're probably not able to make it down, and so they were setting up by these cameras. And we have a lot of people that send us pictures in front of these cameras, waving to it and saying hi. And I had one girl that actually spelled out something to her, I guess her husband or something, one time in the sand. He couldn't make it down. But we're going to take a look at and the Sunrise Beach Cam was sponsored by Ocean Grill. I forgot to mention that, because that's the reason we're able to have these cameras, or these sponsors. This is the Blue Water Beach Cam, same location, just shooting the other direction down the beach. Crystal Beach Plaza. Terry started out sponsoring it, and then when another group came in and bought it out, they picked it up. And so thanks to all these camera sponsors, because they're the ones that make these cameras possible. Through their sponsorship, us being able to stream them, do maintenance on them, and keep the battery backups on them in case power goes down. And that's one good thing we're working on this year, is to get a couple of the cameras, especially on the beachfront, that we can have, look out for the pelicans there, that we can have on battery backup. Third Coast Internet supplies all our internet. We've worked with Cody since they started, because we started about the same time he did. And they've done a great job making sure we have internet. They're also working on some other power supplies in case there is a power outage, so that we can have internet. And we're also going to work on a couple of the cameras to have them extended battery life. If there is a storm down here, we want to be able to give y'all up-to-date information on water and everything, like we did last year with Harvey. And thanks to, I want to take another thing now and let everyone know, thanks. We get people that stop us all the time and thank us for what we're doing. And man, you don't know how good that makes us feel, knowing that people really do appreciate what we're doing. And if you have any ideas, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email, because we want to expand this thing and give you the information that you need. We're going to take a look. This is actually the Rollover Pass Cam now. Another camera sponsored by the Big Store and Del Papa. Shows you the pass, and I tell you, at night, whenever the guys are down there fishing, you can really see what's going on. This is shooting back to the east, also a good Sunrise Beach Cam in the mornings this time of year. In the wintertime, it's hard. You don't really see the sun, but right now you can catch a sunrise over Gilcrest and Rollover Pass and stuff. But we're going to switch around now and bring up the Stingery Bay Cam for you fishermen that are wanting to see what is happening on the bay, what the wind's like, the water conditions. This is a camera that a lot of people like, a lot of people use it, and it's located there at Stingery. It's also sponsored by Stingery. Thanks to Brad and the crew up there at Stingery for allowing us to put this camera up and sponsor it. I was up there last night. They have steak night on Wednesday night, steak and shrimp night. And man, the waiter, Cody, suggested that we had our steak blackened. And so my wife and I got them blackened. And let me tell you, oh my gosh, I'll never have another grilled steak up there. And the grill master up there, Harvey, if you're looking for a filet, I mean, it's just phenomenal. But this is a Stingray cam. It shoots down the intercoastal. And right now, the sunset's about in the center. You can barely see, a little hazy out, but you can see Smith Point a little bit to the right of the center if you're on a bigger screen. But this is at Stingray Cut, shows the bay, shows the intercoastal. A good camera just to check out the sunset in the evenings, the barge traffic going up and down, and see what the conditions are like, especially in the spring and the fall. If we get a front, you'll be able to see what the winds are like. All these cameras, we've added some cameras, and we're going to add a couple more probably before it's all over with. We've got the event cam right now, and we move it around quite a bit. But these cameras are real easy to find. All you have to do is go to our website and look under the webcams, and they're all listed there. But I'm going to go back to the Fort Travis cams and show you another view off one of the other cameras here. And this is the Anchorage view, and it also shows the playground, but it shows the ship's anchored. The camera, a bird landed on it, and we had some wind, and it twisted it a little bit, and so we've got to straighten it back up. But this is a good cam. You can also see the cruise ship leaving in and out of the Galveston, and when they come in and when they go out. Usually it's early in the morning coming in, and then usually around between 4 and 5:30, I think, is when they leave out. But you can see Galveston in the background, the Twin Towers over there, or the two towers on the East Beach over there. And it's just a good cam. We try and keep these cameras clean as much as we can. But with the salt and the dust and the humidity down here, sometimes it's a chore to keep them going all the time. And so we do our best to keep these cameras clean. But if you see a cam that you think needs to be clean, let us know. I also want to bring something else up. We get a lot of calls about area businesses here. And this is on our website, BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. And if you go to the About page, and whenever the drop-down menu comes in, it says Area Businesses. And I'm going to bring up the screen here now so you can see. We have all the area businesses that are part of Team Bolivar Peninsula, Texas, the Bolivar Tourism Center here. And they're all listed with their logo, their phone number, their address, has links to their email, an information or a splash page on our site, their website, a Facebook page. Everything you need to know about an area business is right here, whether it's a realtor, a restaurant, shops and stores, golf cart rentals, just everything's in one location. Or you can go to our website. If you're looking for a house, and I'm going to bring it up while we're here, we've got where to stay. And you'll see in the drop-down menu, we've got an RV parks, we've got information for snowbirds and winter Texans, realtors, homes for sale, homes and lots for sale, and then we've got rentals, vacation rentals, and these are realtors that manage property down here where you can find a vacation rental or vacation rentals by owner, and we're building that up as we go. So any of those locations, any of those can help you find your home. And also when it comes to where to eat, we've got the restaurants listed here. And these are ones that are members of the Tourism Center that advertise. They also have banners on the website. And then we've got a map of the whole peninsula. And each individual page has a map for either realtors, restaurants, shops and stores, so you can see exactly where you're at and where the business location is. And we also have the activities. If you haven't gone through the site, it's a great site to go through. We've got information on fishing guides, outdoor activities. We even put up day trips this year, and I'll bring it up real quick so you can see it. We've got information on Galveston, Winnie, the birding preserves, and then the Bay Area. So I know when people are down here for a week, they always make a trip across to Galveston or they go up to Winnie. and look around. We've got some great birding here. We did a live feed from the rookery this spring, and it really got some good traffic and good activity on it. And so we're going to do that again this fall once it gets in. I know the birding has slowed down because the heat's coming back up. But if you haven't taken a look around our website, please do, because we've got everything in one location. And I'm going to bring up one of the calendars that we have. This is a live music calendar, and this is all listed by date. So if you're down here a certain date, you can look on here and see exactly where it's at, what time they start, and everything you need to know. Like this one here is for Jamie Talbert and the Band of Demons. I clicked on it. It gives you a map to the location, a write-up about the band, what times they're playing, and everything. And it's turned into a great tool for a lot of people that are coming down for the weekend. And most of these locations are family friendly. So if you have the kids with you and you're on the vacation, you can take the kids with you. You know, Stingery Restaurant always has music, free music on Friday and Saturday night. The golf range always has free music on Sunday, and a lot of times on Friday and Saturday night, depending on what their schedule is. And so this is one location that, even if right now we've got bands listed on here through October at the area venues. So if you're coming down even in August, you can look on here and see exactly what band's playing where. And like I said, they're all free. They're all family friendly. And so it's a great time. A lot of these locations have things for the kids to do. If you're at Stingery, the kids love watching the tugboats go by and playing out on the deck. And if you're at the golf range, a lot of them will play miniature golf while the adults sit there and listen to live music. So we've also got an event calendar, and I'll pull it up real quick while I'm on here so that you can see. And on our front page, we have listings and the latest news. But to get to the activities, go to the activities and then events. And you'll see events on here for what we've got going on. Not a lot left for this year, especially for the summer. Not a lot going on down here because everyone's so busy and the vacationers are here. But on the right-hand side, it shows you annual events that happen every year, and it's usually the same weekend every year. And so you can plan ahead. If you're looking at coming down in the spring, you can sort of see where Mardi Gras is and what we have for spring break. And the sunrise service has just gotten bigger and bigger. The Port Bolivar Oyster Supper is big. The Jeep Weekend was big, Crab Festival. And so you can see we're in our summer now. The next big event is the Golf Cart Poker Run by the Lions Club. And that's in August. And I believe it's August 4th, from what I'm seeing here on the calendar. But all this information is on our website at BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. You can find out just about anything you need there. And if you can't find something, feel free to shoot us an email off there, or you can give us a call. Fran's in the Tourism Center from 10 to 3 daily. I'm here early and late sometimes, and so we'll get your question answered. And if we don't have an answer, we'll find an answer for you. But I wanted to give you a look around the website a little bit, because we've been getting a lot of calls on where to stay and information on the peninsula. And now, I just thought we'd show everyone the webcams, test out the sound equipment and see how it is. And we're waiting on our news desk to get in. We've already got sign ordered, and it'll be in next week. So we're super excited to bring you something new for down here, and that's going to be news, where we sit down and we can show you everything from in the Tourism Center. Remember, the Bolivar Pink Flamingo, the treasure hunt, it was found on Tuesday this week. In fact, they just came in because they got back in town and collected their money and gave us Bolivar back. But every week, starting Tuesday mornings at the first live feed, we'll give the clues out. And this is going to go on for 11 weeks. Well, 10 more weeks now. And then every week, whoever finds Bolivar and brings him back to the Bolivar Tourism Center is going to get $100 in cash and prizes. This week it was $100 in cash. Next week it may be $50 in cash and $50 in prizes, but it's going to be worth $100. Now here's the good point. The week leading into Labor Day, this goes on until I believe the second week of August. And then we're going to take a break for a week or two because school's starting. But the week leading into Labor Day, we've got the mega giveaway on the hunt for Bolivar. Whoever finds Bolivar that week leading into Labor Day weekend is going to win $550 in cash. Not prizes, but $550 in cash. So get your family together, get your friends together, start planning on your attack. We'll give out the clues starting that Tuesday before Labor Day weekend, and every morning we'll give out a clue just like we're doing now. And the first person to find Bolivar and bring him back to the tourism center that week is going to win $550. That's going to a combination of all the people that are sponsoring. Right now, Latitude just finished sponsoring this week's. We appreciate Sarah and Rusty and the crew up there for jumping on board. The big store is next week. Then we've got Latitude, and then I think the big store. And so we've got a lot of businesses that are jumping on board to help promote and help sponsor this event. It's fun. I know we had several people that were out looking, and they'd stop by the tourism center just to see if they could pick up another clue, but our lips are sealed. We also post the clues every morning as soon as I get in here on the front window. And so if you miss it on Facebook and you can't get back to listen to the live feed, you can always stop by here. And usually I'm in here around 8 o'clock or so, and we'll post them up on there. And then that way, every time we post a new clue, you'll have the old clue, and you can sort of see which direction it's going. We're going to head on out. Hope y'all have a great week, great weekend. Thanks for letting us test this and look around our website. It's all a process of building the new Bolivar Live in the newsroom. We're going to keep the truck on the ground, though, and we're still going to be giving you live feeds from the beach and around Bolivar. We're just going to add a little something special to it. So if y'all have any questions, give us a call, shoot us an email, look on our website, watch the live streaming webcams. They run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we'll keep them clean for you this summer. Until next time, this is David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great week. Come see us this weekend. The weather is phenomenal, and God bless. Bye-bye.